Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to cover two topics. One is the market because it is in red and I just want to share my opinion what I think is happening, what is causing this dip. Also we are going to cover the Ethereum token listing because it is coming shortly, the free trade, and the price discovery was a success for some people. Or was it? Because we don't know yet what the free trade will bring us. So if you're interested, stay with me. We will start with the market. As you can see, Bitcoin's price is at the 39,000, and I don't know if you remember when I told you 2 weeks ago maybe, when we were at the 43,000, that in this upward trend it is very likely to revisit the 36,000 because that is the upward trend which I'm looking at. Now that doesn't mean that I was right and from here we will only pump, because the market sentiment is very bearish and everyone again is waiting for the 20k. Usually when this happens, the market starts to pump. Obviously this is not a guarantee, and I just wanted to show you what is causing this dip. If you look around on other markets, you can see that everyone is down. The DJI is below these two lines, which is never good because it just can't put another all-time high, meaning that the market might turn, and that is a very big sign or a very big red flag for recession. The same is happening with S&P 500. In the last 3 days it had a 7% crash, which is huge for S&P 500. Everything is very volatile. And why this is happening? Well, the US dollar is getting stronger and stronger. As you can see, for the last I don't know, 6-8 years it is reaching the all-time high, not the all-time high for the last 8 years. So the USD wasn't this high since 18th of March 2020. That was pre-pandemic. Now what that means? It means that when the US dollar is getting stronger and stronger, it pushes down the assets price. This is a battle with the inflation. I mean, the battle between the Fed and the inflation, and their position is very complicated because while they don't want to crash the economy, as they said, they also want to keep the dollar strong because the US has a lot of debt. If they let the dollar lose its strength, then the debt will be higher and higher because they don't own other countries only dollars. They also own euros and yen and Russian rubles, I guess. I don't know. Therefore, if the dollar is not strong, then the debt is increasing, and they don't want that. Meaning, if they have to choose between strong dollar and weak economy or weak dollar and strong economy, they will choose the strong dollar and weak economy. They will push the economy into a recession, which is their job eventually, in order to keep the US Federal Reserve safe. And yeah, they are not in a very easy position, and that is why we are seeing everything plummeting, like Tesla, for example. Yesterday it went down 12%, which is a very big and a very volatile move. Now, in the meantime, we also have many bearish news. New York State Assembly passes ban on the Bitcoin mining. Australia couldn't or didn't file or didn't launch the 3 ETFs. They said that they still need some clarification, therefore they will just delay the launch, and probably that is from the pressure from the US. Brazil Senate approves Bitcoin law to regulate cryptocurrencies. Actually, this is good news, I think, because maybe on short term it pushes down the value of Bitcoin, but on the longer term it is opening a door for the investors, as we discussed about this many times. And there are some hot stories from last week, for example, that Bitcoin on the weekly chart repeats a signal which results usually in a 50% price dip. Obviously this signal didn't come many times, only 2 times, because we had 2 bull markets before. Therefore not too many good things are happening, and usually when so many FUD is coming in and Bitcoin is just showing that maybe it will now break down and just go lower, that is sometimes when it returns. And I just wanted to show you again the CryptoQuant on-chain data. As you can see, this is the exchange's reserve, meaning that Bitcoin is flowing out from the exchanges. People are buying Bitcoin in a more and more aggressive way. Therefore, with the supply and demand simple formula, I would say that yes, it will go up, but we don't know when. I think at this point we need everything to focus on something else. For example, when the pandemic hit and everything went down and everybody was focusing on the pandemic and the lockdowns, so on, nobody cared about inflation, nobody cared about the assets price, nobody cared about anything. So I'm not saying that we want another pandemic, because I just don't. I don't think anyone wants that. But we need something for the Fed and for the SEC to focus on something else. Okay, they shouldn't focus on pushing down Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because right now it seems that this is the biggest problem they have at hand, and they need something else, I think. So everything can just start to pump. For me, this is not a bad price to buy. For example, I do have some orders at 35, 36. Let's see where it goes. I don't think that we will go down below 30k, but it could happen. It can always happen, and my word obviously is not a guarantee, so don't act on it. Do your own research and take your own risks. That is very important. Don't invest money which you need in the next couple of months, because you could be stuck in a losing trade, for example, for a couple of months and years, and don't see return for the next, I don't know, 12 months or 24 months. Who knows? We don't know what will happen, but we can always hope, and I think on the long term we are bullish. Okay, let's go forward and talk about Itheum, because the price discovery is done, is finished, and the Itheum price is around 88 cents. Now that is a 22x from the lottery price, and as you can see, Elrond deposits were happening at a much higher pace than Itheum lockings, and that also shows my two other videos from Monday and Tuesday. On Monday there were like 12 million or 13 million Itheum locked and 17,000 Elrond. On Tuesday, there were like 50 million Itheum locked and around 58 or 60,000 Elrond. So more people locked Elrond to buy Itheum than those who wanted to sell Itheum, and that's why the price increased this much. But there is a twist, because in the meantime, Benimico also put a staking reward of 30% and people jumped on it, but not so many or not that many Itheums were staked as people were hoping for. Therefore, right now, out of the 50 million Itheum tokens which were sold in the pre-sale in the lottery, in total, only 26.45 million tokens are locked. Locked meaning locked in the price discovery or locked in the staking farm. Now what that means? It means that another 23.55 million tokens are in wallets unlocked. So the question here is a pump and dump still possible? Well, it's not possible as it was possible at HoloRide. If there will be a pump which is caused by the buyers, because people will think that maybe the $0.88 is still a good price to buy Itheum, and with a chain reaction, okay, with a chain reaction, people will just start buying to a point until everybody just put some more Elrond and bought Itheum. Those who have this 23 point something Itheum and want to sell, they could sell it at a higher price. Now this only if people continue to buy after the price discovery. That probably would cause a collapse in the price, and that will be very natural. That will not be unethical or anything. It will be something like selling your token at a high price, because the FOMO and people who bought it just push the price up after the Itheum is dumped. And that could happen, especially if the price doubles in the free trade in a very short time. Then probably we will have a slow and continuous increase if people still want to buy it. Therefore, what is my strategy here, my plan? I want to see what is happening. If the price is going up, I will not buy any. And the reason is simple. It's because there is still almost 50% from the circulation in wallets which can be sold in an instant. And as soon as the price reaches a higher peak, for example, if it reaches like $2, which is almost a 50x from the lottery, that is a pretty good profit to make. And if somebody with a big wallet sells and the price drop 30-40%, they can just buy back the same amount of token and keep the 4% as a profit. So yeah, there is a play here. There are some risks. That's why I said that if you lock your Elrond, you will expose yourself to an instant dump. But if these wallets will not sell because they decide that they are long-term investors, the price will just continuously pump and you just gave yourself an opportunity to buy it at a lower price. So if it triples or I don't know, doubles the price from here, it goes up to the $2, $3, $4, then you might make a good profit if this happens in the next 3 days and your tokens will be unlocked, because everyone has locked Itheum and locked Elrond, whether you sold or bought in the price discovery. So very interesting things will happen in the next couple of hours, one day, and I just can't wait to see the price action, because I'm just simply curious to see whether these Itheum holders who didn't lock their tokens in stake or in price discovery are long-term buyers or holders or investors, or just want to make a big profit. And since they didn't lock it in staking with 30% API, well, I can't think of them as long-term holders. I think at some point there will be a correction, a big one, but I can't see it. I cannot guarantee it, so we will see. Thanks for watching, hope you like this content, and thank you for very many people who subscribed. Still 49% of the people who are watching the videos are not subscribed, so I urge you to push that button because it won't bite you. I tested it. Take care.